Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Dino Green. This is DIASPORA Radio. What's going on, everybody? All right. Cool. We're going to slow this thing down real fast, real quick. I only got 15 minutes to really talk and say what is on my mind. My birthday was just the other day. Happy 29th to me and to all the Sagittarius out there, man. So I hope y'all are getting ready for this Christmas holiday. Hope y'all got, big and fat up from them turkeys and them chitlins. Like, fuck them chitlins. That pig meat. Yeah, man. So what we want to talk about, or what I wanted to talk about for this first podcast is, I guess, just black men getting their shit together. I'm putting myself in that category as well. I'm telling everybody right now, anybody that doesn't know me, people that know me for DJing, throwing parties in the past and things like that, like, I'm pretty much done with the whole club scene. You'll probably still see me doing, a few things at Savoy nightclub down in downtown Boston, Lincoln Street or whatever, but it's just for only networking purposes, you know what I'm saying? And that just kind of ties into, getting your mindset right and just, chasing success. So one issue that I have with most of us is that we have all these different symbolic things that we attached to success, having a whole bunch of money. And not to say that being financially stable does not equate with success, but a lot of us black folks, we get confused that success just means having a whole bunch of possessions, buying this car or being able to buy this and being able to do that or whatever. And then a lot of the times we just buying the things that we doing just to kind of stun off and show, to show off to a bunch of strangers in the club that we don't even care about in the first place. I mean, if we're going to be really honest with ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So right now, I've been doing my own little research. I plan to start my first business in the year 2017. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but basically I want to give something back to my people. And one of the things that I plan on trying to do is create a bed and breakfast. The long-term goal that I want to make a hotel. So, I've been doing my research, got to build capital, got to build a business plan. And the business plan is not an easy thing to do. A lot of us, especially a lot of us black folks that are, that we hear this word boss. I want to be a boss, this, that, and the third or whatever. And a boss is just being a title. Being a boss is something where you have to do the groundwork and you have to be like locked in, focus. Let me repeat, you got to focus. And you cannot focus. Like, if the club life, you're trying to stunt at the J's, all of that different things or whatever, trying to, fuck this girl, that girl, and a whole bunch of drama or whatever, you cannot, there's no way that you can obtain a business, create one, and get to financial freedom by having that entity in your life. You know what I mean? You got to be able to discipline yourself. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I've had written down a few personal goals of mine that I'm going to start working on. Like, people that do know me, they for years, man, I used to be really, really D's, really big. Working out was something that I loved doing. And I'm getting right back into it. Since the birthday, I've been, working out. Yep. And what else I've been doing? You know, getting back into some of the books that I've purchased in the past that I've like read like halfway. And like I'm finishing these books. Some of these self-help books, you know, the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And from Pieces to Ounces. I'm probably not saying it right, but it's a 50-cent book. You know? And get downstairs real quick. Because right now I'm just chopping it up on this podcast. I'm not even nowhere near all these different things, these books that I'm trying to mention right now. But long story short, man, if you're going to be successful, you got to get game. You got to have some game. Like everybody has game, but you have to strengthen your game. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm strengthening my game with this knowledge and pairing up myself with people that are like-minded, trying to, you know, who got a goal in this life. And honestly, that is what's gonna not really help the whole black race, but if you have men like me, black men like me in large numbers doing this, we achieve something, you accomplish a goal, and then you continue to teach, you know, you continue to teach the youth that are following in our footsteps. Because right now, it's a piece of shit out there. As you can see, like I look at hip hop nowadays, man, and this shit is literally has changed. Like every other year, there's another dumbing down style of hip hop that's coming out. I remember when they had, I remember back in like 06, 07, a lot of the Southern rappers, they was attaching some dance moves to it. And that was like the beginning of it, like the snap, lean with it, rock with it, the snap, this and that. You know, some of y'all do remember. But that was the beginning of the shit. And then from there, it's just like, you know, the powers that be, they just kept throwing other extra entities in there because, you know, they know what they were doing. They know that the youth, you know, eventually they're going to grow up. And eventually, if the youth are only concentrating on, you know, things that don't matter, which is like fashion and what he say or she says and, you know, this, that, and the third, and just, you know, a whole bunch of nonsense that's not progressive, that's not building the mind. And then on top of that, you know, you got the rappers promoting the weed and the lean and spending all your money on this gear right here. You know, it's not going to cut it. So what I'm encouraging us as black men, including myself, is if we really want to be bosses, let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Starting with myself. And I mean, that's pretty much it for the first podcast right here. You know, I'm just trying to chop this shit up. Right now, I've been researching some things about internet marketing. I have one cousin that's doing this shit real heavy, man. He ain't working for nobody, and he came to me the other day and he was like, man, you got to really try this shit out, man. Just really put in, you know, really stay locked in, put in the groundwork first, and I guarantee you, you know, a few months down the line, man, you're gonna be really, really happy. And you know, I'm gonna start off with that shit. Right now, my mind is basically focused on building capital and relationships and trying to see if I can start up a team. No friends. I'm sorry, I love you guys that I grew up with or whatever, but you guys are too turned up. You guys are still focused on turning up, trying to get some serious motherfuckers around me. I guess that's pretty much it, man. But other than that, y'all, that was the end of the podcast. The first episode, black man getting his the shit together. What's the deal? And I'm out.
Baby, just bend down, pause. Girl, why you bend down, bubble and wine? Let me see you just wind your waistline. Girl, why you drop down, bubble and wine?